Hello friends! You're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and we are going to talk about something really amazing in this video. You know that I've been getting into using balut in witchcraft, which is a duck egg that's partially fertilized, okay? So it's a baby duck in a shell. And we did a really great working for anti-fertility with it, where we put it into this jar. If you did not see this spell, you're missing out. If you did not see this working, so inside you can see the balut. There's also a black chicken's foot in there, and pineapple skins, white eggshells from chickens. There's taro root in here to represent the male fertility. There's a rotten duck egg or chicken egg in the bottom. So we've got a lot going on in this working with balut. And I wanted to talk about balut and how maybe, if you guys didn't know a lot about it and the duck energies. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Bastet offerings with balut. I'm going to show you a cooked balut so you can see what it looks like, and you're going to see it raw, like I offer it to Bastet, because she loves raw meat, okay? And to me, raw this is something she would love as well, okay? That's what she tells me in my meditations. Like, I was doing meditation, I was thinking about it. And so in that sense, I guess I asked her, you know? And all I got was positive feedback in that feeling. So I'm going for it. Here is my taxidermy duck, and this is of course a male duck. I've shown this in a couple of videos, in my way earlier videos. I found this little guy for $30, and he has a broken neck. That's why, it was just split, and that's why I put that ribbon on it. But anyhow, that's my duck. And he's in the video. So there he is. Look at his feet. There's like, wah! Okay, and then, so I've shown you the egg. And you'll find out why the duck is sitting on this male figure, okay? So, balut. It is a fertilized duck egg that's approximately 13 to 18 days gestation, okay? A lot bigger than a chicken egg, as you can see. You can boil them. I boiled it for 40 minutes. It said between 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how you like your eggs cooked. I like my eggs completely cooked, so that's how I did it. It's an amazing source of protein, and what they did, like, in the beginning, when it started in China, was they would boil them and they would keep them in the shell and they would take them on their long journeys, okay? And they were preserved in the shell for at least, you know, they would eat them up to 5 days after they had boiled them. They were in cold conditions, I'm assuming, or however it would keep it cool enough to eat, but it was a way that they could make something and then take it along a long journey. So, for a long time, in the Philippines, because that's where it's now, and in Cambodia, it's eaten in both places as a male and female aphrodisiac, but as a male fertility for superstition for a long time, because it boosts semen production. Alright, so, and it also boosts male and female sexual arousal, aka an aphrodisiac. Alright, so what else? It also lowers stress with good fats and the protein that's in it. The nutrients, there's 188 calories, which give you energy. The proteins help rebuild bone, blood, teeth, and cartilage in our bodies. Has 2 milligrams of iron per egg, and the blood, that helps increase blood circulation. There's 116 milligrams of calcium. That helps build our teeth, bones, and prevent osteoporosis and certain types of cancers. It naturally lowers our cholesterol. It boosts sperm count. It has B12, selenium, riboflavin B2, which is an antioxidant. So there's a lot going on in a positive nature with these guys right here. I mean, Balut. Do you want to see what it looks like? I bet you do. We're doing that at the end. You have to stay. You have to stay until we're done. I want to talk about duck in magic. And this book I have called The Book of Beasties will tell us about, on page 150, all about duck energies as a spirit animal. So let's talk about that, and then we'll open up the Baluts. If you're wondering what this is, these are quail eggs that I have, because next, and I do have a piece of quail taxidermy, we will be talking about quail eggs and all their nutritions, and maybe I'll think of a way to put it in a working soon. Alright, so duck. Duck represents travel, devotion, dreams, and blended families. And then there is some little, like, quotes as if it was speaking as a duck, okay? I fly up to the nest we have built together and poke my head into the darkness. Inside the tree's hollow, I arrange and rearrange the soft down I've plucked from my breast around my clutch of eggs, carefully turning and murmuring sounds of encouragement to each ensure their continued well-being. I close my eyes and dream of spring pounds brimming with lushness and my family growing in goodness. When duck flaps down into your world, it's a reminder to be aware of how you are shaped by the energy in the environments you choose. Are you like the duck in the Himalayas that live in a mountaintop-fueled froth, an adrenaline junkie, swimming fast and able to manage in the strong current? Or are you more like the wood duck, choosing quiet inlets with little turbulence where you can exist peacefully? With duck's help, you can migrate metaphorically and choose an environment that feels good to you, or duck can help you learn to love the place you're in. There's no wrong turn to take here. Each different space has different lessons to teach you. Like duck, from the unique habitat, you are also a self-contained and extremely seaworthy ship. Many will never know the whole story of what ducks are up to because much of their lives happen beneath the water's surface. There is no need to explain yourself to anybody. It's okay to be a mystery. By spending time in and around the water and calling upon duck for his buoyant assistance, you can thrive in any and all conditions. And then it says, if duck is your core beastie, which in the beginning of the book, it tells you how to know what your core beastie is, which is probably the animal that you relate to most. So if duck is your core beastie, you are equally comfortable talking about the weather or the significance of dreams. So you're one who can talk about just about anything and be comfortable with just about anybody. Alright, aligning affirmations. Waddle it off. Swish and sway. Sashay to regain composure. Return to liquid. Let it lift you. Bob in the drink and think. Poke around. Go deep. Dredge up treasure. Chakra. It's the heart chakra, and that really makes sense because the mallard especially is so green. Not just the ribbons, but look at his actual feathers on his head. They are green. And this duck, when you see it shine in the sun, if you actually get a chance to, you know, here in North America we have them all over, right? They're just lovely to watch. And there are way less men, it seems, or boys around out in the water than women. I don't know. And the female ducks aren't much to look at. They're the ones that are not colorful. In the bird world, usually the men are really pretty. Okay, so the heart chakra. Many ducks have vibrantly colored iridescent feathers, and the emerald green of the mallard, that's what I just showed you, and others, in an especially beautiful tone representing this chakra. It's like what I said in other different words. It's funny. Okay, find or make an emerald tone scarf. What? I made this duck an emerald wrap. How is that not a scarf? That's so funny. My intuition is on point, it seems. Okay, so find or make an emerald tone scarf or shawl and wear it during prayer. Journaling or meditation as a signal to yourself that you are doing a holy practice. That's beautiful. This garment can become sacred over time and support your practice. I love that. I love using certain plates for Bastet's offering every time, or certain cups for your ancestors' offering every single time, and having devoted things that go to stuff, and that scarf idea, just to like warm up that heart chakra when you're doing those things. I just really like that a lot. Okay, so next, beastly practice. When migrating, ducks use landmarks on the ground to know where they are and where they are going. Write down an important goal. Write freely for a few minutes about the landmarks on the way to that endpoint. How will you know where you are halfway there? 1/4 of the way. Write these down and then take tiny steps toward the next landmark daily, trusting you'll get your goal in the end. Vocation. Ducks are either dabblers, feeding on the surface, or divers, diving deep beneath the underwater for the food hunt, and that's when their butt comes up and it's so funny. They just wiggle around in the water. So cute. So cute. Okay. Okay, dabblers don't try to be divers because they're not built for that. Be yourself. Learn more about your signature strengths and use them. Wellness. Ducks are filter feeders, slurping the good stuff out of the water and leaving behind what they don't need. Rather than follow a strictly regimented diet, a rule-bound religion, or other black and white prescriptions, use the mantra, take what you like and leave the rest, to improve your health. Creativity. Until her eggs mature enough to hatch and be born. Almost there. I don't know what the total gestation for a duck egg. I think I saw it before, and I think it may have been something around 25 days, but don't quote me on that. But I know that the Balut is somewhere between 13 and 18 days gestation. Okay, until her eggs mature enough to hatch and be born, a mother duck will gently turn them. Cute. Talking tenderly to them. What? And guard them in the soft nest of the down, her own feathers, that she creates. That's so cool. I'd love a duck nest. If anybody has a duck nest, please let me know. I would just love to see one. I don't think I've ever seen one. I've never lived on the water, so maybe that's probably why. Where are we at? Oh, right. Treat your own creative work with a similar parental devotion. Guard it from the stress of judgment and critique, and nurture it along and with care and softness. Relating. Redhead ducks will lay eggs in the nest of different species of ducks, trusting that they will make excellent foster mothers. Celebrate blended families and acceptance of those different from your family. Also be willing to expand your definition of family and support those who at first might seem different from you and your family. Love. Male ducks can get quite riled up in mating season. That's true, they're loud. And a female needs an excellent partner to shoo away unwanted suitors. It is wise for you to select your partner, male or female, carefully, as they can offer you support and shield you from the sometimes harsh world. If you are already paired up, take note of where your partner makes you stronger and thank them directly for the specific ways they help you. Awesome! So that was Duck out of this book that I've got here called Beasties. It's really cool. Check it out if you've never heard of it. And I guess all we've got left to do is open this egg. So let's first so come back for this quail egg video. We're going to talk all about those and how they and we'll open one up and it'll be really fantastic. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna do the raw one in here. Put one in here. Actually, I don't need to go show you guys the raw one, I don't think. I think maybe just the... I've already said I will. Okay, so, oh right, you're supposed to take a spoon and whack the top 3 times. But I've not got a spoon. That's never stopped me from anything before. Ah! A Sharpie will work, right? I don't know, you're supposed to take the round part of a spoon and then whack it on the bigger side. And it's quite thick, so... I definitely saved the duck shells for my magics. I just saved them separately, and the fact that it is a balut egg is definitely something that I will save for magics. So, male fertility, aphrodisiac, all kinds of stuff that we talked about in the beginning of the video, right? You can relate all of that to your witchcraft. Okay, so just taking off the first little bit. It looks like this. This is going to be the custardy yolk. This is going to be the actual fetus. And then at the top, you're going to have the white, which is, I guess the white is the hardest part. It smells like chicken soup. Like, you know what it smells like? It smells like crab legs. It smells like a cross between like chicken soup and you know, like the broth you get in crab legs, the juice. That's what I'm trying to say. The juice. It smells like crab leg juice. Okay, so now I'm uncovering more of. It's really beautiful. It's just you have to get over what it is, but. For people who eat eggs, this, you know, isn't too terribly much different if you think about it. It's just way more protein, and I'm an organ meat type of person. I know the benefits that they have on your body. And I certainly, when I grew up on a farm, we ate beef tongue, we ate all kinds of things. Liver, heart, chicken gizzards, chicken hearts. I quite like chicken gizzards. Chickens have an organ called a gizzard, and it's like a filter because they eat rocks, I believe. A gizzard is that. Okay. So, this is what we've got. And this is that really hard, chewy white. And then here's the custardy yolk, which is very creamy like a custard. And then there's some like bird right there. I'll open it up a bit. No! Claire! Claire's like, no, balut for me. No chicken. I mean, no duck. Oh, there's the duck. I guess. So, this is all going to my cats and a Bastet offering. Alright. So really, this had like no developed feathers at all, which is like something that a lot of people really enjoy. So that's good. Let me dump this and come right back, and then I will open the raw one. So, this is for Bastet, or Bast. I often give her raw meat, and I will give her a balut, so hopefully I can get into this. Okay, so I'm sure you want to see what this looks like. It's really interesting. It's raw, so it's just jiggly. And the membrane is like a dark red. If you can see that. And see, it's keeping it in there. Because that's the umbilical, or the, you know, the sac. So I've broken the sac. It's really thick. Pretty off-putting. And let's see if I can just get it out. So there's blood. Oh god. Oh god. That's actually really horrible. Oh my god. Bast is gonna love that. It's so crazy. Well, let me just show this to you. Oh my gosh. Look away if you don't want to see. There's definitely feathers and a little bird in there. You can actually see the entire bird. Here is the eye and the feathers and all of that. Can you see? His little beak is there. Eye, head, neck, down and around for the rest of the body. Bastet, this is a great offering. This is great in a witchcraft working. How much cooler can you get if you want to do something with some real big either fertility or infertility? I mean, I'm sorry. This is really awesome. You cannot see it as well once it's cooked at all. I thought it wasn't even in there. And then inside the shell itself, you can kind of see how thick the membrane is in there. It looks like so connected to the egg, so much thicker than a chicken egg membrane. See all those veins? It's awesome. So, Bast will love that, and I have my own special way of doing that. If you guys are super interested in how I would set that up, let me know and I would show you. So, alright. Thanks for joining me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, while we really got our hands quite dirty, didn't we? Alright. Come back while we talk about quail eggs. These are just regular eggs. They have not been fertilized. And here's a tiny peek at my quail. Bye, guys.